Hello, I am absolutely thrilled today to welcome Ustad Nawab Khan, and I hope I'm pronouncing that. Nawab is a ninth generation classical musician from Jodhpur, India, of course, and he is going to be the guiding force behind the healing experience that we're going to go to visit in February 26, and we'll get to that a little later. But Nawab is the master of the Santoor, which is an ancient 100-stringed instrument. I can't even imagine 100 strings. I'm a little familiar with the violin and cello, but not 100-stringed instruments. And he's a globally recognized artist, composer, and music therapist. And I connected with Nabab through a mutual friend in France. She's a German friend of mine, Martina. And he just came back not too long ago from a tour all through Europe. So he's the founder of Raaga Science, which we'll get into a little later, which is an immersive series that brings together raga, music talks, and deep science practices from the Rajasthan countryside. But Nawab, I would like, first of all, to thank you for taking the time because I know you're so busy with all the things that you do. So I'm really grateful that you're here today. But I'd first of all like to have you talk a little bit about yourself, just how you got into the Raaga science in general and what it's all about. And then we'll talk a little bit about the trip to India and then get into the festival. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you for inviting me for this conversation, this talk. It is an honor always to talk about music and sharing my experience and healing sound of music. I'm really very thankful to my friend Martina. Because of her, I came in touch with you, and from long time we are discussing about my festival and your trip to India. My name is Nawab Khan, and I belongs to Indian classical music family. We based in the Jodhpur, Rajasthan, and my family is in music from last 9 generations. And my ancestors, they used to play in the royal courts of Rajasthan and give their service to the as a classical musician here. So I learned Indian classical music in my family. Classical Indian music is a oral tradition. So we learn in a teacher-student process. So I learned from my family. I was very curious in my young age to how sound or raga music heal mind, body, soul. So I always want to discover the science behind this music. What is the mathematical structure? What is the idea behind? So I came with this idea of which is called Raaga Science, that how Indian classical music, which is called Raga music, heal mind, body, soul. So my initiative is Raaga Science. During my last 23 years of journey, now I feel like, okay, I have you can say the 0.00000001% knowledge of this music. So I would like to share my experience in a very easy language with the people who want to understand. So I came with this initiative and came with the idea of a festival or a retreat. It's a 4 days, 3 nights retreats. We started in Jodhpur 3 years ago, and now we are doing you can say the fourth edition of this festival, which is slowly growing, and lots of international people coming around the world to know more about this. So in this festival, there is of course, the music, there is a sound, there is a vibration. Through this sound vibration, we have entertainment, we have healing, we have spirituality, and we have, like you can say, the gathering which connect the souls. From 26th of February 2026 to 1st of March, we are again gathering for this. And I hope you all can come and discover more about sound and healing.
I love the humility and because it's a learning process, right? We're always learning and we always get more experience as we continue. So I love that. So The festival itself, of course, the raga music and the healing, the vibrational, that's all a big part of it. Is what are other components of the festival? There's a little bit of Ayurvedic teaching, is that correct? What else can the four lucky people that are joining us, what can they expect from the festival aside from the Raaga science and the music and the yoga and the tradition?
This festival is showcasing the whole journey of the Indian classical music from the Vedic sound 5,000 years ago, how mantra chanting, creating energy and vibration and all these things. From that to development of the instrument comes to the vocal, then this music come to the temples, then this music come to the royal court, and then this music went to the concert hall, and then the modern fusion. So we designed the performances in performances, afternoon, evening, and late night performances in a different setting of outdoor settings of in this palace we are doing. It's a Palgad, it's a small castle, and we lit up the palace, the backdrop, and we make a very serene atmosphere with these different varieties of concerts. Beside that, you get a chance to discover the Ayurveda when our guests arrive. We have the experience for them to we have arranged a special experience of Panchakarma, the Potli massage and with the body massage, which is a healing kind of thing. It's a very famous part, but we showcasing them the Rajasthani Ayurveda part there. So
Okay.
this part is very important, and there will be the counseling from the Ayurveda doctor, which is called. They just check out your nadi and tell you the Vata Kapha Pitta, the Ayurvedic, the body balance with the Kal chakra, or you can say the circadian rhythm of your body, explaining all these things. Then you also get a chance to discover the local Jodhpur and the city of palaces, which is called. This city is very popular for hospitality. So we gave them this hospitality experience. You can visit the a beautiful fort here, which is like 570 years old fort. We go and visit, and when we coming down to the old city, which is like a 500-year-old part of the city, on the rooftop of them, we special arrange a nice lunch for them and the live performance. From there, you can see the whole city on this rooftop. One day we go to visit a musician village, which is like 80 kilometers from where we are living, Jodhpur. It's a musician village. There are 2,000 musicians living in one village. So
Wow.
we having a safari there. We go and listen the authentic music on a hut to hut in a very raw setting. And then we do some kind of a finale concert going on a sand dunes or some location with hundreds of musicians singing and playing together. There is a local community folk dance, this dance performances. So we having these all experience beside the music performances and the beside the concerts and meditations and all these things.
It's so special. So for anybody that's going to be joining us, this festival or retreat, whatever you want to call it, is definitely the highlight of the trip. So I'm so looking forward to it. And I feel so privileged and honored that I'm going to be able to be part of it. So let's just talk a few minutes, Nawab, about India in general, because a lot of people, they're coming with me to India because, or they've expressed interest coming to India because they haven't wanted to go on their own. And of course, the festival, the big draw. How do you feel? Because you travel the world so much. So you've been outside of Europe so much, but of course, India is your home. How do you feel the way, people when they come to visit India, how they typical feel about experiencing places like, the other places we're going to go. So we're going to be arriving in Delhi and then going to Agra and then Jaipur before we go to Jodhpur. And each city has its own pulse, right? So can you talk a little bit about the contrast between those cities and how you personally experience them and how you would prepare somebody who's never been to India, how those cities are so different?
I am associated with tourism from long time because I used to have my music meditation center in the Mehrangarh Fort. This is the most popular touristic place. You can say in India also, if people are coming to always. So I met lots of international people, tour guide, escorts, companies, people who designing tours and all this. What I understand with the tourism factor, people mostly do tourism to go to see the monument, culture, and a special design activity, kind of festivals or something like that. The way you design this tour, no, which completing all the aspects of the tour, you showing them the monument like Agra, Taj Mahal, and other every city, every monuments. You showing them the culture, like you different activities you design for Jaipur to go to sari, cooking, music schools, and all these things, even in the festival. And then the festival itself, you're coming for this very unique festival because this festival we specially design not for everyone. We design for specific people who have a desire to discover more about the healing sound of music or raga music or all these things. So you are one of them. So I believe that you're covering all the aspects of, and this is a fantastic tour you design, Sandy. As my international experience as a musician traveling around the world, I have been to Canada, England, Europe, Middle East. I think India is a very special country, must visit country once in a lifetime to to see the different aspect of the people. The important part is I think India is no problem country. Like whatever you need, people try to arrange for you. Maybe in a tricky way, I don't know, but it's like the country. So when you come in India, you have to come with open your heart, with big vision, and just surrender when you come to India. Try to feel it, what is going on. Don't judge this is wrong or right or wrong or right. Just surrender for 2 weeks or 10 days. You are here. And when you go back home, you analyze. But don't analyze when you are here. Just flow with you flow with accept everything what you are doing, and don't make any planning or in the mind, or don't judge too much. This is my personal experience. Then you can see the India in a nicer way. You coming to Delhi, a very big city, lots of people, crowdy place, but it's a it's your welcome in India with Delhi. You when you come India, you will listen the first sound, beep beep, the horn sound, which is very usual. So you have to be get ready for this. There are lots of other activities to do in Delhi. And then you're coming to Agra. The everybody come to India. They would like to see the Taj Mahal. There's a monument of love, and so you're going there. There you design something else also nearby Agra. This is fantastic. When you come to Jaipur, this is very important part of Rajasthan, and there you design very nicely the activities what you are doing in Jaipur, na? So there is a nice place, Amer Fort to visit, and very famous for this handicraft things and saris and all you are doing there. And I believe that, India is such a big country, you cannot cover in a one travel, or it's like you are for 10 days, 12 days here. So I think you choose a best part of India to visit when you're just only coming for tourism purpose, or in the northern part, which is the best part. There are lots of other activities in south and east and all these things. But this is, I think, like when you say someone that I've been to India and these places and I did this, I think they say, wow, you did something special thing.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you, so I'm not taking all the credit for that. You were a huge part in putting this trip together, and I'm so excited. And I definitely want to come back and look at, visit other parts. But the tours that I book to, I've led people to Germany, I've led people to Ireland. They're really, intentional travel. They're not like rush, check things off the list. And that's why this festival is such, or retreat, whatever you want to call it, is such a big part of it. So I'm super, super excited. And I feel like a lot of people that I know that have been to India and they come back with just a sense of spiritual growth and involvement. So I'm really looking forward to that. Now, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to say to the audience just to wrap it up? Again, this is only for 4 people. I only have room for 4 people. So if you have anything to say, because it's for the right person, right? It's not a trip for everybody, like you already mentioned, but it's definitely a trip for the right person. So if you have one more thing to say before we wrap it up.
I think you're absolutely right that, of course, when you come to India, you have a special mindset that you're going to a spiritual country and you come with this feeling also, but just surrender, try to become a good receptor, accept, and then you analyze whether you get spirituality or something else. You have to decide. But I'm 100% sure you will feel the vibration of spirituality when you are here because the scent of India is very spiritual.
Thank you. And I'm so looking forward. So I appreciate everybody. If you have any questions, I'm going to be linking everything in the show notes. You can Wab's website. You can learn all about his work and all the play he's been. So I'll put all the links in the show notes as well as the full itinerary to the trip. And again, it's going to be from 20th of February to the 2nd of March, 2026. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Nawab.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you so much.